Hey everyone! Today, we're going to talk about our friend Joseph. Do you remember Joseph? He's the one with the colorful robe that his father, Jacob, gave him. Now, Joseph's jealous brothers sold him as a slave because of their anger for Joseph and how much their father Jacob loved him. It was a very sad time for him, but God was with Joseph. Even when things were tough, Joseph was taken all the way to Egypt, a faraway country. There, he was bought by a man named Potiphar, who was a very important captain in the army of Pharaoh, who was a king of Egypt. Now, even though Joseph was a slave, he was a very hard worker. He did everything with all his heart, and guess what? The Bible tells us that the Lord was with Joseph, and he became a successful man. Potiphar saw that everything Joseph did turned out great because God was helping him. Potiphar was so impressed that he put Joseph in charge of his whole house. Joseph was no longer just a regular slave. He was like the manager of everything Potiphar owned. He was in charge of the other servants, the food, the money, basically everything. Potiphar trusted Joseph so much that he didn't have to worry about anything except what he was going to eat for dinner. The Bible says that God blessed Potiphar's house and everything he had because of Joseph. God's blessings were in the house, in the fields, everywhere. Joseph was also a very handsome young man. Potiphar's wife noticed him a lot. One day, she asked Joseph to do something very wrong. But Joseph knew that this was a sin against God and against his kind master, Potiphar. He told her, "How could I do this great wickedness and sin against God?" Joseph was not going to do something that he knew was wrong, even if it meant getting into trouble. So, he ran away from her. But as he ran, Potiphar's wife grabbed his cloak, and it came off in her hand. Potiphar's wife was very angry that Joseph wouldn't do what she wanted. She lied and told everyone that Joseph had tried to do something wrong to her. When Potiphar came home and heard her story, he was furious. He didn't know the truth. He had Joseph thrown into prison. This was a very sad day for Joseph. He had been so good and so honest, and now he was in jail for something he didn't do. But guess what? The Bible tells us the Lord was with Joseph and showed him steadfast love and gave him favor in the sight of the keeper of the prison. Even in prison, God was still with Joseph. The jailer saw how responsible Joseph was and put him in charge of all the other prisoners and everything that happened in the jail. God was with Joseph, and whatever he did, God made him succeed. So, even when we have a bad day or feel like things aren't fair, we can remember Joseph. He showed us that God is always with us no matter what, even in the toughest times, and he can help us to be a light for him wherever we are. Remember to make sure to subscribe to the channel for more of our journey through the Bible. God bless.